10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He had a nice showing in last week's contest, 112 yards. It's the Bills and the Vikings, just ahead on EA Sports.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Off the play fake, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Gonna run with Madison again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Crowder. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018. Josh Allen.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up the throw. The throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there. The throw luckily fell incomplete. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. This is a crew that come out flat the last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
Those are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
From the gun, here's Cousins. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to work. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen on the slant. He's got Davis. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. Why that's significant? It ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the Bills come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown down right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
You got to check this out, because while they rightly countered hit around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline, because they all went over to congratulate their punter, because they remember it was his kick that set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complementary football, and they got it done.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the pass.
Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Up the middle, Nwangu. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing his Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
With ball back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily. And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Pass on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So Agron takes him down the field on 8 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Taken in at the 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass there. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. 3 touchdown passes there for Davis Mills. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway from the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Singletary again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from going up by 30. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. touchdown pass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Another carry now for Madison.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. Now Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Cousins again. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll go Madison up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give to Madison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. Back now in Buffalo.
2nd and 5.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Throwing now is Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. To throw is Cousins. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cousins now from the 50. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll throw again. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. First down. Here's Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Holding. Offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 2nd down, this is Madison. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A give up the middle to Singletary, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have the Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Singletary trying the left side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bills, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.